Big Money in Brooklyn, New York. See more better. freeprescriptionlenses.com. And he's already got one pair of Versace's from me. And now, and anyone else who wears contacts, but Big Money wears contacts too. He wants a pair of glasses, which are shades he can wear over his contacts, but also given the option of pop out the sunglass lenses. And let me show you. This is the Versace. It is the 4312-4312 color GB1, which is the classic shiny black and gold in the 60 eye size. Let me take everything out of the original packaging that it comes in. Of course, you got your card of authenticity, your international warranty, all that stuff. You get all the original accoutrements, junk mail in several languages from Versace. But the star of the show, the main attraction, your Italian leather Versace case. And of course you got your, hang on, your Versace cleaning cloth in here. But this is what everyone wants to see. The 4312, it comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. And I'm going to include that on there when I ship to you. But this is it. It's got the classic, it's got the Medusa on each side and the classic Greco emblem, or whatever that's called, engraving going down the sides. Sorry, I didn't know there's going to be so much vocabulary involved. Classic plastic aviator. And of course, big guys would love to wear these as prescription glasses, but what I'm going to do is pop out the original sunglass lenses, and we're going to cut some clear, non-prescription fashion lenses to go in here. So I'm going to take your frame, put it in the tracing element of my blocker. I'm going to program the shape into the computer. You are Secret Agent 008. You've surpassed 007. You are 00803. So years from now, should you ever want to get prescription lenses in here, I've got it programmed into the computer, and I can send you prescription lenses right to your home. So normally in prescription, I would get these dotted up ready to go, but because these are non-prescription, I'm just going to take them out of the packet, put it onto the platform. Now this is a block, or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach these to your lens while it is cutting, so I need two double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got a couple right there. The black side is the sticky side. Oop, 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 oop. All right, next one. And stick one onto the first one. It was alive. It wanted to get away. It jumped back into the ocean. Put the sticker on there. Now on the back is a little magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Let's pull that off. Place that in there. I'm going to line, well actually I got to hit trace. A little stylus is going to pop up and go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic Versace frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they're prescription or not. Which you can absolutely do with this pair since these are non-prescription. Okay, that is the shape that we'll be cutting. Excuse me, I had to change out the battery there, but that is the shape that we'll be cutting. Normally with the dots on the lenses, I would orient it in there just perfectly. I don't need to this time. I'm going to move it onto the next screen. And all I have to simply do is make sure the lens is centered. The eyeglass lens is centered inside the one I will be cutting. Hit that button, the arm comes down and places the block onto, which will essentially be the right lens. Do the same thing now for the left. Make sure it is centered in there. Hit the button, up, got ahead of myself, look at that, got ahead of myself. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. I got to put the block on there. Pull the shape back up. And just because it likes doing two lenses at a time, let's go ahead and do the right lens again. You can pretend to do the right lens. Now we'll do the left lens. Just want to make sure it is centered. There we go. Now I'll put the block onto the left lens. So this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your own kitchen counter, and you won't need this guy with the two thumbs to tell you bad jokes. But the actual cutting wheel is over on the far left. It's a diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel on the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. We can go ahead and pull the shape up onto the computer. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, Hindex plastic, or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens because it won't be protruding out of the frame. But I am going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. Let's see here. Let's take the lens, press down firmly, put it into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. Hit the green arrow, which is start in every language. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame, which it is. You can see as it's tracing the shape that it'll be cutting. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you'll have none. But I do cut strong prescriptions all day long for free, and that does become a little bit more critical. So if you see light in the background, that is water, light flickering, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the lens. As you can see, polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, Hindex plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet. If you notice, your lens is completely flat around the edges, just like a nickel. If I were to take it out, it would stand up on the counter on its own. Now it's getting the V-shaped bevel placed onto the lens. So in order to change the lenses out, you have one pair of glasses that are going to be shades, the same pair of glasses is going to be clear lenses. So in order to put the lenses in, you have the frame, the side I'm working on closest to me, elbows touching my sides. Tuck the lens in at the outside corner, then put with your, you just have to thumb your nose at the idea. It's always with the thumb at the nose. With your thumbs, just press down at the nose, same thing. I rotate it to have the side I'm working on closest to me. Tuck it in at the outside corner first. With your thumbs, press down at the nose. Now in order to take the lenses out, just the opposite. I rotate it down, I put my thumb at the nose, I grip the lens on both sides, put my other thumb on top, and then just press down. Same thing, I rotate it, put my thumb at the nose, grip the lens so it doesn't fall on the floor, put my other thumb on top, press down, out they come. So let's go ahead and put the clear lenses in there. And make sure there's no optical sawdust. There we go. Again, just like before, I have the side I'm working on closest to me. I'm not trying to reach across the frame or do anything like that. Tuck it in at the outside corner, and with my thumbs push down at the nose, it snaps right in. Let's go ahead and take the left lens, flip that over to L, line up the magnet there into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, the CC, the C-Rock, the Chi-Chi, Dr. Chi. Hit the green arrow to start in every language. The door closes, the clamp shuts. Just like before, it's going to, the 2 white styluses are going to trace the shape of the lens, making sure the lens is large enough to fit into the frame, and you can see as it's going around tracing that shape. And just like before, the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once, it's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you got none. So let's go ahead and take this block off, pull the sticker off, dry that off, stick that on top there. Now again, if these were prescription, I would come down here to my lensometer and verify, but I don't have to do that on these. Now your lenses are made, the reason why it's safe, these are polycarbonate lenses. The clear lenses I put in are polycarbonate. Polycarbonate, not only is it 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic, it is also virtually unbreakable. It is a high impact ballistics grade lens, the same type of lens material our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and flying debris. It's the same material that OSHA puts into safety glasses for people who work in factories and around equipment, so nothing can damage their eyes. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into every lens. Not only that, it comes with a premium scratch coating. Now these, he upgraded to the anti-glare coating. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. It reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights. It also goes by the initials ARC, which means anti-reflective coating. So when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. It makes for a much better eye contact. And the third feature plus if you take a selfie, you won't see the camera in the lens. But again, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on there because the machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens to reduce glare in every color spectrum possible. And so because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on there to protect your time and investment. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, I sped that up. I should have demonstrated again. The side I'm working on, closest to me. Tuck the lens in at the outside corner. Holding it in place here, that is tucked into that bevel, and then with the thumbs, push down the nose. It's that easy. Pop the block off, dry that off. Now again, if these were prescription, I would check the prescription in here. Then take my PD stick out, measure the pupillary distance, and everything is perfect. I don't have to do that. The one thing I do want to do is clean it up. And of course, this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I explain that when you get these in the mail, there is a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other, and because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments, never asking where you bought them at. So just stop in your local place, tell them if it's too loose or too tight or high on one side. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly. But I'm gonna get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I take mine off and set them down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. I am wearing, what am I wearing? I can't see with mine off. It is the Versace 3245, the blue tortoise. I'm all about me some blue, trust that. And the silver matches my wisdom highlights on the side. Mine have the little Medusa emblem on the side of the glasses. Same Medusa on here. Now this has the engraving. I just have this shiny on mine. This one comes in black and silver, as well as this blue tortoise and silver. Let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing, yo. Flip that over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly. And they do, that neither one is askew or crooked like that. So that's that. If you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. On Twitter as freerxlenses. Anyone out there who likes wearing glasses but doesn't need prescription, this is for you. Again, pop the lenses out, turn them into sunglasses, and then whenever you want to go out and have that look, you've got this for that. You will never, these are unbreakable lenses. You'll never hurt the lens. You'll never hurt the frame by doing this. So, big money. He actually got a pair very similar to these, a rectangular version, which is an ophthalmic, meaning designed to have prescription lenses in it. And I put his prescription in there. He liked this temple so much that he came back and bought this pair because it has a similar temple. So, big money in Brooklyn, New York. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut non-prescription fashion lenses for your Versace 4312 color GB1, which is the classic black and gold in the 60 eye size. I'm See More Better. Now that's Mo Better, and hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.